Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Trading Battle sponsored by 8cap. I am your host today, Chris Pulver, and we have an excellent and amazing battle for you today. So let me go ahead and without further ado, introduce our two gladiators today from Houston, Texas, who is currently stationed in Tampa, Florida. We have the author of Adventures of a Currency Trader. We have amateur tattoo artist and CIO of InvestPub with 20 years of trading, Rob Booker. Hello, Rob. Happy Friday.
Hey, what's happening? What am I, a tattoo artist?
Amateur tattoo artist.
It's fine. It's fine.
True story.
Yeah, true story.
All right. And in the, well, I guess I was going to say blue corner and red corner, but you're both wearing blue today. So in the other blue corner, we have author of Sentiment in the Forex Markets and hailing from St. Louis, Missouri, and longtime friend of Rob Booker. This is going to be, we said it's going to be a therapy session. Jamie Saettele.
Do my longtime friends need therapy?
It's possible. And there it is. What's up, Jamie?
That and a watch. I'm good.
And a watch.
Good.
Yes.
How are you? How are you?
If anybody knows of a good watch maker, Rob is in the market for it. He's looking for one.
Yeah. Well,
he's riding Cardano and he's going to buy himself a watch.
Rob, that's a beautiful shade of blue on you.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to say nice choice of colors. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I apparently missed the memo as the host. You guys left me out in that, but that's okay. You guys look better. Jamie, I do want to say that I really appreciate the product placement of Sentiment in the Forex market in your background.
Oh, is my book over there?
Yeah, I think it just accidentally appeared. It was pretty magical. I didn't see that earlier this morning.
Yeah. You can get a copy for like $327 on Amazon.
Yeah, well, that's one of 10 copies that are out in circulation right there. So, yep, there it is.
I think it's going to be converted to an NFT. It's going to be worth millions at one point.
Oh,
so that's
not a bad idea.
It's one of 10. If you sign it too, it'd be worth even more. All right, fellas. I think we should get to it. We have approximately 12 minutes before non-farm payroll. So I wanted to open up the discussion and see what do we think is happening today. I know we were talking a little bit before the session actually started, but we got some challenges to take off or to look at here for the trading battle. Let's talk numbers. So we had ADP non-farm on Wednesday that came out a little bit softer. And now we have the non-farm numbers today. And I'm seeing forecasts of 720,000. Last month was 943. Unemployment rate expected to be a little bit better at 5.2. Average hourly earnings pretty much staying right there at 0.3%. Jamie, Rob, thoughts on price action this week? Number-wise, do we think it's going to be a good hit, bad hit? Do we not care about the numbers? Just focus on price. Take me through your process.
Robert?
Yeah, I don't think it comes down to the jobs numbers. I think if we find out today that Joe Biden is still alive, I think the markets might have a pretty good day. He would be a great president if he were alive. That's all I have to say.
Weekend at Bernie's? Weekend at Biden's?
Weekend at Joe's. No, I think all these numbers are. I don't know. I think the numbers will be. I think the numbers will be weaker than expected. I think we're gonna see some weak numbers, and I think we're gonna see the market maybe react a little bit to that.
Yeah. I do hope that Joe's still alive. To echo Rob's sentiment, and two, and Chris, we were talking about this before we came on, but the dollar has been a one-way train since last Friday, right? Straight down. So,
yep.
The one I'm focusing on is Aussie, actually.
Okay.
But when you have moves pre-NFP, a straight line move, I kind of go into the number, look for a final flush out. So, I don't really care what the number is as much as what the reaction is. So looking for maybe a final spike higher in Aussie and then fade that is kind of my thought today. I guess you could play Kiwi too, but Aussie's my focus as far as the levels are just a little cleaner as far as the way I look at things.
So Jamie, let me ask you this. If let's say the news comes out and the immediate reaction is dollar strength, would you actually buy back into that, or do you want to be short Aussie dollar as far as your overall position?
So I would not do anything in that situation, but for the sake of this trading battle, I would have 73.80 for Aussie as kind of a level to, if the move were towards dollar strength and Aussie came off, I'd be looking at 73.80 as you know, kind of the knee jerk fade that spike. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm basically looking at 73.80 to 74.50. But we're pretty much there. So maybe even like 74.90 is a level that I've got for Aussie, which I don't know if we're showing our charts right now, but when we do show our charts, I'll point that out and why I am looking at those levels.
Sure. 74.90. So okay. So Jamie, Aussie dollar, is that going to be kind of your bread and butter today, as far as if we're placing trades for the trading battle? Is that the one you want to focus on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, most likely, unless, you know, I get something, unless we get some wacky huge spike, you know, in euro up into like 119.80. But I'm not seeing that. So, you know, yeah, Aussie's where my head's at.
All right. Rob, what about you? You liking anything dollar cross wise? You looking at other crosses? What's standing out for you today for the non-farm numbers in the trading battle?
Well, this morning earlier, about 30 minutes ago, I issued that exact trade recommendation to my group, and it sounds like Jamie's on my list. So,
well, yeah, because you probably read about it in sentiment in the Forex market.
So I think I think I'm looking at the euro, this just meteoric rise all week long, and Jamie knows this, and Chris, you know this about me, that I'm typically the kind of person to fade these moves, and I'm naturally, as far as you guys know, I'm a contrarian, but I had a huge change of heart over the last 12 months, especially, you know, since the COVID crash and then the market became bullish, the general stock market. So I'm actually looking for a continuation of the dollar sell-off on the euro above like 1890 or so, you know, dollar 1890. Like I'd love to buy that and then just see how far I could ride it, even if it's just a knee-jerk reaction and we just pop over 1890. Like I think that's what I'm going to look for. I would even put an order in to go long at 1891. I would just do it. Like, since we're in a trading battle, and you know, that I would do that, because, you know, we've got levels right above that, which are pretty strong. Like, we could stop right there, and that could be the top. And if it is, I'll just stop out of the trade, and then maybe, you know, take it the other direction if it starts to move. But there, you know, we are kind of hitting some levels here, like a quadruple, quintuple. Like we're really sort of at, maybe this is where the market wanted to go, and now it's time to cool off.
Yeah, Jamie and I were talking prior to the session. I'm actually long euro dollar going towards like 120. I think that we can get up to that level. 1950 looks great. 120 would be excellent. I did take some profit this morning, but I'm with you guys. Like, okay, so I know we're getting asked like, who's trading? Who's trading? Do you guys want to get trades in prior to non-farm, or would you rather wait for a couple minutes, like see the news, see the reaction, follow some price action? Let's get some trades going, fellas.
I'll wait.
You'll wait. Okay.
Yeah,
that was easy.
And yeah, I'll wait. As a general rule, like what I tend to do, and you know, my trading is a little more swing in nature. You know, levels and then setups off the levels. But I usually don't trade. Actually, usually I wait for the hour to close. Now in this session, because of, you know, with the format here, I might wait like 5 minutes and we'll see what's going on. You know, kind of let the dust settle. But yeah, if I'm going to trade, I'm going to scream it out. I'm going to yell.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shout it to the hilltops. I actually, so I wanted to see, so we've got so how about this? So Jamie's going to focus on Aussie dollar. Rob's going to focus on euro dollar. Let's just talk about, so if we're using dollar pairs, that's fine. But another challenge for today is our best bearish position. Now, Jamie, like you said, you kind of have both, but like if there's another currency pair that you're liking bearish or anything bearish, what would that be?
Are we talking only FX, or can we do like indices? Or
I would, I mean, I'll allow it. I'll allow whatever you guys want.
Okay, so here's something that I'm looking at actually. Well, I guess I'm not looking, or you guys aren't looking at my chart, but Nasdaq's actually at a level. So this is a channel.
Your chart's up, Jamie.
Yeah. Okay. You can see the last 3 days here. Little kind of doji, blah blah blah. We had a big volume spike on an intraday basis 2 days ago as well. And if I bring that up, you'll see what that looks like. Let's see here. Here it is. All right. Okay, so you can see, you guys see this? See all these little red and blue markers. So this is a little volume signal that I developed and follow, and we got one of those bad boys over here. The last one we had was in April. One before that you can see last October, November. So again, combo is a perfect example of how, you know, a setup, what a setup is to me, a signal at a level.
Excellent.
So yeah. You know, and again,
so how far,
as far as entry, I do the same thing. I'd wait, you know, a couple minutes after the number, see what happens. You know, ideally spike higher and then, you know, let it settle and then short with whatever the high would be on the print.
Okay. Is there a particular level you're looking to take that down towards? If you short that, fade that, how far down are you looking to go? Or is it just, you know, cooperate and trail it? Because you and I talked before, you're not really picking profit targets necessarily, more so just risk.
I'm just kind of like where's the risk, right? So well, the first level would be right, so 15, about like call it 15.4. Is that high from August 25th? Yeah.
Okay.
So as far as you know, a bearish idea, in the truest sense of the word, it would be right here. So.
All right. So Jamie likes short the NASDAQ. I love that because I'm short the Qs right now. I've got some bear call spreads running on that out till the end of September. So on that note, I wanted to ask you fellas. So we're going into Labor Day weekend, and this whole thing about you know, unemployment benefits are discontinued or expiring after Labor Day. You guys think that's going to have an impact? You know, the September effect. Historically, the market's poor performer. In September, we've had just this, you know, raging bullish market for, I mean, 12 years essentially, but for the last, you know, post-COVID has been just nonstop. Other than every 2% dip, the market seems to rally. So are we overstretched? Is this just continue to be cautiously bullish? Or I'm curious for you guys as experts, what do you guys think as far as market sentiment? Is everyone into just ride or die in the stock markets? What do you guys think?
Man, I don't know.
I think
like
anytime. Yeah, go ahead.
Go
Jamie.
for it, Rob. Go for it. There you go for it.
I just think anytime when they start talking about inflation, or they start even mentioning that rates have been low for a long time, I think you're looking at the beginning of the end. And if you combine that with technicals like what Jamie is looking at, it's hard to, you know, nothing lasts forever. No stock market rally lasts forever. And although, you know, any kind of significant knee-jerk reaction dip is probably a buying opportunity still, we probably are looking at the possibility that interest rates will rise over, you know, sometime in the next 24 months. And just the thought that they're going to rise is enough to start crushing things. And like I said, ever since Joe Biden died, I've been waiting for the stock market to crash. I just don't think the conditions are the same as they were even a year ago. We're not paying people to stay out of work and stay home, and you know, we're not doing all those things we were doing before, and they're even talking about rates going up. So I think we're getting close, but you still have to think that any kind of significant knee-jerk reaction dip is a chance to buy.
Yeah, well,
I'd like to sell the pound
sentiment's
Canadian,
been all over the place.
by
Like
the way.
sentiment's all
By
over
the
the
way,
place.
Chris, I want to sell the pound Canadian. I don't know how that happens, but I'm bearish that. So with this this jumping upward like it is right now, I love the idea of shorting pound Canadian. I would have liked to do it at, like, you know, 73.30 or so, but I would do it, you know, anytime.
All right. Numbers
but, you know,
out.
like
Spiking.
We have numbers out, and we're showing dollar weakness. So that's good for my euro dollar running. Aussie dollar's going up. So if we've got levels, gents, if we got levels and trades and spots you want to get in, just let us know. I know the team is on standby waiting to trade.
If anybody was listening, like that euro trade.
Okay, I think we've got, so we can check that euro 1891. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
put in an order to short Aussie at 74.85.
74.85 for Jamie.
Yeah, with the 75.10 75.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't trigger in the next like 5 minutes, I'll do it at market, but
okay.
Yeah. So this is what I'm looking at, by the way. So Aussie, little trend line, what's that? A high from July like 14th or something. So that's it. Little combination.
Dude, your charts are so fucking clean. I love your charts, man.
It's so fresh and so clean.
It is. It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just like fresh and clean.
No,
charts.
but so I
Isn't
want
that
to
your,
go.
like,
I want to go
business
back to this. Yeah, I want to go back to this. Talking about the sentiment on equities. So you've got I think it was like the short interest on the median like S&P 500 stock or something just hit the lowest level since 2000, which is pretty wild if you think about it. And obviously that was a pretty important top 21 years ago. However, like on a near-term basis, you look at things like the CNN Fear Greed Index thing. It's been like in bearish territory, and the market's making all-time highs. So I'm not. It's something's like off there.
Something is amiss.
Yes.
Hey, Chris, I'll take if I don't know what size my position was, but I'll go ahead and take my euro profits there, and it's
Euro profits long. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just grab it.
Okay.
Smash and grab it, or a little bit half off if there's enough to take half of that off and let the rest of it go. That would be great.
Yeah, can we do that, team? Can we put Rob at like break even and let it run if you want to close partial? I think we're taking standard lots there, Rob, and they've got you in, and yep, they've got you in at they got you in really nicely at 1874, right when you said I'm going long euro dollar.
Guys, you're hired. I want to work with you forever.
Yeah, that works. All right. Rob's got some proceeds going to Red Cross there. That's pretty sweet.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jamie.
No, I think I was done with whatever I had to say.
On the sentiment stuff, it's just really interesting that the news can read 80% correction one day, expert says, and then bull market's here forever, expert says. It's just polar opposite every single day, and I don't know. For me personally, I feel like I'm trading with my head on a swivel, but I'm just trading the path of least resistance, because until something breaks, and we've talked, like Rob said, the inflation, the interest rates. I mean, I guess when the market has to grasp reality at some point, we will maybe see a correction. But anyway, we're still seeing weaker dollar. I mean, euro dollar's pushing up to 1907. Number wise today, what are we even looking at numbers wise? I'm going to refresh everything for my economic calendar. We have, I'm assuming, a pretty abysmal number. 235 came out for the non-farm actual versus the 720 forecasted. We have over 1 million on the revision. So it was revised from 943 to 1,053,053. But
the real question is, what was the birth death model? Whatever that is.
Okay.
I want to be all out of my trade, by the way.
Oh, man. Just missed it. Did you see that? So I wanted 74.85. We traded 74.78, and then just smash. So this is this is a great reaction. We talked about this before the number came out, right? Looking at one-way trade in NFP, spike in that direction, and then try to come off the other way. Yeah. And that can happen pretty quick.
Yeah. You did just. Oh my gosh, you did. That was 77, Jamie.
Just missed it. Just missed it. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. What time is it? We got 12 seconds. All right, hold on. I might be doing something here.
You're waiting for your 5-minute?
Yeah, gotta have some rules.
Yeah. You strike me as a rule-based trader, which is
well, yeah. I mean, it's a combo. I'm discretionary, but unlike Rob, I'll look at the clock. I have have my watch.
Oh, I found a watch I want to get. Does everybody want to maybe later on we could take a vote and see if it's okay?
Yeah, let's crowdsource it.
All right, hold on here.
We have a comment that says, "I'm Team Jeff Goldblum." I don't know who's Jeff Goldblum in the situation, but whoever that is, they're getting somebody's vote.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting, so I'm not in yet. If there's a trade, I'll scream.
Okay, Rob, do you like the pound CAD? You talked about shorting pound CAD. Is there anything you're liking right now?
Yeah, I'd like to be short pound CAD.
Now
is fine.
Now?
I wish I'd done it a little bit earlier on the jump, but that's fine.
Sure.
I'm going to be real careful about holding on to that also, but
yeah,
I don't even have any targets for it. I should probably like look at some charts and things. Let's see.
I mean, you can look at Jamie's charts. They're so clean, they'll probably be easy to make a decision.
I want to see it get to
Screw
7.
this. I'm going to go short right now at Kiwi right now.
All right, Jamie short.
Yeah.
74.60, 74.61 looks like Jamie.
No, Kiwi.
Oh, Kiwi. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so we got New Zealand dollar Kiwi. Okay.
Yeah.
Short now at 71.53.
Okay.
See if the team's got that fill.
Yeah, and let's put a stop on it at 71.74.
Oh, we're using stops.
71.74.
Just kidding.
And 71.53 was our sell for Jamie. All right, so we got the New Zealand. Rob, I believe the team got you in on that pound CAD. Can we get a level on that? And on our Skype tracker? Pound CAD. Go back to the last couple of minutes. Rob, I'm guessing that you'd be in somewhere around like 73.20 or so. There we go. Popping up here. Short at 73.23, Rob. Man, they're getting you some great fills. As soon as it pops out of Rob's mouth, they're in the markets. He's already up 6-7 pips.
All right, so I want to go to I want that trade just to get to like 73.10.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ride or die this bitch. I don't know. Am I allowed to say bad words on this thing? What is the rule?
I think in post they can bleep it, but we're live, so it's all good.
Okay, cool.
This is also for adults. Or maybe it isn't. How do you guys feel about teams opening up trading accounts? Fidelity, Robinhood, gamification of trading. Is that good or bad?
Oh, I mean, probably a sign of a little bit of excess. You know what I mean?
I met some kid that worked at the AT&T store that made like $1 million trading Doge.
Cardano?
Yeah, man. I'm going to get so rich trading Cardano. I'm going to be able to buy a watch.
Oh, thank God.
You want to see the watch I'm going to get? You want to see the watch I'm going to get?
What are we getting? Rob, your trade is killing it, by the way. 73.15 looking good. 73.10. I'll set that chart alarm. Oh, that's the one. Gold iced out. I love it.
Actually, I'm just going to buy this now. Let's just buy this now. And then this is really the one I wanted. I actually was going through a divorce last year, and I did not buy this watch. I decided during the divorce it would be better to buy a Porsche, so I did that instead. But this is the one I wanted. I want to buy a Rolex from the year I was born.
Are you saying that because that's what I'm wearing?
Are you fucking wearing a Rolex?
Bob's watches?
Yeah, Bob's watches is awesome. Sweet.
Nice.
That is such a sweet watch, man.
It's the wait. How can I get? Where's the? Oh, here we go.
If I could get some of that sentiment in the Forex market money, I would be.
Yeah, he's got that book money, Rob.
Yeah, jeez.
But I'm only up 5 pips right now.
They offered to double my advance for my book if I didn't write it.
Just get rid their hands of you.
Yeah, it's like the last time I interviewed for a job, I said, I'm going to get hired here and then I'm going to cost you a bunch of money. So why don't you guys just give me $500,000 and then I just won't come to work. Nice trade here on Kiwi, Jamie.
So I like it a lot. Can we throw up my chart real fast?
Yeah, let's take
that
away.
There.
Not yet. We got the scoreboard up and running. There you go. There you go, Jamie. Chart charts.
So there, look at that little trend line, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm in this. Like, why would you want to get out of this?
I want to be out of my position at
like I don't want to get out of this.
Get it.
Okay, Rob wants break even on pound CAD if possible.
Yeah, or whatever. Just like I want out. We can.
Jamie, that's a great level. Like that little. You're looking for profit there if we fade it back down there.
Yeah. So let's say let's if we trade 70.90, let's call it 70.95. Just whatever. Be safe.
Sure.
Don't want to be a dick for a tick, as they say. So if we trade 70.95, that's where I'll get out. However, if it doesn't go there, we just kind of sit here and marinate before the holiday weekend and hold it over the weekend, right?
For sure.
I mean, the way this is going, we might just flush lower, and then holiday weekend starts, and let's go start up the coals and put on the burgers, and
enjoy it. Rob, I wanted to ask if you buy that gold iced out watch, does that come with a if you like this, is there a grill that they offer for that one?
Let's see here. People who bought this also bought very odd rings and items reviewed. Borderline personality disorder. So yeah. So
as long as those go on like pinkies and thumbs, I think they'll look pretty cool.
Right.
What about toe rings?
Ooh.
You know what Howard Stern said about toe
That's
rings?
way out there.
No, what did he say about toe rings?
I don't know. Just go Google it. I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
Rob, I thought you were buying toe rings when we were in Vegas that one time.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny that.
Okay.
I might turn around and trade pound CAD in the opposite direction.
Rob, you trade a lot of non-dollar crosses?
I don't trade Forex at all anymore.
Really? Just
I trade low float, high volume stocks at the open.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't traded. This is the first currency trade I've taken in probably 18 months.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. All right. So Jamie's got a great bearish position in. Challenge number 2 was our best short position. Robbie shorted pound CAD. Jamie shorted New Zealand dollar. Let's move to best trades going into the weekend. So in addition to the levels we've called out right now for this battle, probably trades that if the dollar, if this dollar strength continues with fading that move, both of you should probably see some pretty nice profits. Pound CAD, I'm looking to see if we got Rob out at break even on this one. Jamie's up. Nice. We've got, looks like New Zealand dollar. We got 2 trades in for Jamie, New Zealand dollar. Good stuff with a take profit on there. And then trades that you would be willing to take over the weekend. So would you be willing to, like, let's say these are in profit. Would you want to go to break even, hold them over the weekend, or are there other currency pairs you would like to see? I like this pair that I want to short, or this pair I want to go long and hold it over the weekend.
I mean, really, both of these I would be willing to stick with. The levels are, it's like we talked about before, and at the very beginning of this, it's set up really well. Spiking, into it like 5-6 days of, pretty consistent dollar weakness and commodity strength, and here we are, right at the level. So it's like if I'm gonna short Aussie or Kiwi, I'm gonna do it at these levels, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna stay with it. So
yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it. Jamie, I know
this is also I'm gonna pull up. Here's like a chart of crude oil too.
Okay. I was just going to ask you about dollar CAD because I know we talked about that this week. It's interesting to see the kind of disconnect between like Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, dollar CAD. I was talking to traders this week about that. Like the Aussie, New Zealand have had major bid versus dollar CAD. And I think a lot of this is what you're about to show us with oil.
Yeah. So oil right now, I've got oil at a pretty big level. Again, it's just the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, perfect channel. We bottomed on the channel. We were right back at the top of the channel. So I was looking for maybe a spike up through 70, 76, and then for oil to come off. Actually, we didn't get much of a reaction on oil after NFP, but that's where I'm thinking with crude is spike up into 70, 76, and then I'd be willing to short that. Dollar CAD, this does not look like a chart that I want to be long at the moment. So, I'm completely on a different place with this compared to Aussie and Kiwi.
Yeah.
To me, we're like in the middle of nowhere with dollar CAD right now.
Yeah, I can second that. I had one of my biggest positions so far this year was dollar CAD off the 120 lows. But once we had that August high at 29.50, I thought that was pretty much our seasonal top getting put in. So I'd like to see it.
I'll short Aussie yen.
Aussie yen, okay.
I would hold that. I would hold that over the weekend.
I like that.
Actually, what's dollar yen down?
Aussie yen 81.79 current market. Rob, any take profit on that for the battle and hold?
I don't know, but like put a stop loss like 1,000 pips higher.
Okay, that's fair.
That seems reasonable. Or what, like just a margin call stop? Is that fine?
I think we'll allow that. Let's see. I'm going to set a chart alarm, Rob, at the high, so we can revisit this one if we break out above those recent highs. But it's been similar to Aussie dollar. Nice fade off that non-farm payroll reaction. 82.01 is what I'm getting on my charts for a high. So I'll set a chart alarm there at the high. If you're short, currently at 81.80, I'll set a chart alarm just at the lows at 81.70. and maybe you can grab another, 10 pips or so on that.
So like talking, yen cross. I like the Aussie yen. Was that what, Booker? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we just retraced half the move down from that high in May, but you've got this nice little low over here from February, and then so yeah, I dig. When I look at something like yen crosses though in general, like here's euro yen channel is a little higher. I still feel like we can see 131, but that doesn't mean you can't come off to 130 before you go there. But yeah, like I'd be a willing seller of euro yen at 131, but that's probably not in the cards today.
I like that. And so yen crosses. Can you guys give me any reasonable levels you would like to see on dollar yen? Or has the dollar and the yen become have they merged together to become one currency pair? Because they're essentially always strong together, always weak together, and the dollar yen goes next to nowhere.
I mean,
is there anything you like about the dollar yen?
I like the fact that it's coiled up and there's a lot of energy there. It's gonna go somewhere quickly once it decides to expand the range. Yeah.
Do you have some bigger, like let's talk longer term, bigger levels? What are some wider, weekly, monthly levels you would be looking at in dollar yen if we get this coiled move to actually break out and go somewhere?
Yeah, so I would go. Where is this thing? I think it's here. Hold on, I'm gonna put a measured move up here. I think it's, where's that equal leg stuff? Yeah, so equal legs up is like 115.50, and if you look to the left of the chart, you can see that is like right in line with all these big spikes back in 2014. So, big level 115.50.
Nice.
That's what that's what I'm thinking. And I do feel like it's going to break to the upside at some point. I mean, we broke the trend line here, pulled back, screwed around, and now we're kind of coiling after the breakout. So to me, the next logical move is higher.
Do you think that move higher on dollar yen will drag the entire basket with it? You think the JPY will just be kind of universally weak if the dollar yen is that barometer?
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. This is actually a chart from yesterday that I posted. Here's Kiwi yen. So here's a little Elliott action, but broke that. So, eventually looking for maybe like 84 in Kiwi yen, possibly. And again, this is much bigger picture. We're not talking a trade over the weekend or anything like that. So
right. No, this is great stuff though. This is what traders can position themselves with over the next, it's like, look, it's September. We have wrapping up this month and going to Q4. I mean, I would not be surprised if, and this, again, for that type of setup, Jamie, I feel like it would make sense to have a dip or correction in the market and then violently buy that dip, and that would weaken the yen, like more sentiment-based buying, and the yen stays weaker, and those fifth wave moves end up playing out nicely.
Yeah, and like,
let's see here.
You can get a lot of trouble trying to fit everything in some sort of narrative because, like, here I am talking about this, but like, here's the NASDAQ, right? Talk about risk on, risk off. I said, one of the things that I would like today is shorting NASDAQ up here. It makes zero sense to have this view that dollar yen and yen cross is going to rip and the NASDAQ's going to come off. But again, that could be just, a function of time frames. I mean,
correct. Yeah.
You could pull back, a couple percent and then rep higher and everything. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
So,
yes, indeed.
Anyway, we are getting some interesting action here in NASDAQ futures.
I see that. Let me see what we've got futures wise. Is everything pointing a little bit down? We've got Dow Jones futures down just a smidge. So S&P's flat, NASDAQ down.
You can see here's that NASDAQ. Here's the hour. There's a spike. We spiked, and now we're fading. So, yeah.
All right. All right, fellas. I would like to open up the floor for you to talk about what you got going. What's your latest and greatest projects? Jamie, a new book in the line. I know that traders can find Scandinavian markets. Rob, I know you got a course, the Night Trader. So I'd like you guys to talk about that and tell everybody what you're up to.
What? So Jamie, what are you writing? What's this book going on?
I'm not writing any books. No books. No books, Rob. Nope. I still put out trade ideas at SB Trade Desk, and then I'm chief technical strategist at Scandinavian Capital Markets, which is scandinavianmarkets.com. So we've got a lot of interesting things going on over there. So check it out at scandinavianmarkets.com.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go there right now.
well, it's in Stockholm. They're in Sweden. So.
He's booking his flight. I can tell.
Yeah.
He's got that
I'm
look
fully
in his eye.
vaccinated. Yeah, that's
Very
awesome,
cool.
dude. That's,
Rob,
yeah,
would you mind? Rob, would you mind talking about the crypto Night Trader? Because it just so happens that 8cap is sponsoring this trading battle, and they are launching a 250 plus crypto derivative option for their broker, which is a big deal. So I'm wondering if that maybe is a good partnership for you.
I do 3 things right now. One, I'm the publisher of a financial publishing unit at Financial Media Corp. So I run InvestPub, which includes me and several other people that write newsletters. I publish something called the Hot Sheet every day, which is a list of stocks that I'm going to trade as soon as the market opens. That seems to be doing reasonably great. And then next week or the week after, I'm launching something that I refer to as the Crypto Night Trader. I put a crypto trade on at night and let that run overnight. That's been working pretty well for me, actually. So we're going to launch that and then send those out on a nightly basis or whatever. I've really become a super short-term trader. I'm no longer interested in holding positions for a significant length of time right now. I just feel like things are just a little bit too shaky for me. So I'm usually in and out of everything in the same day. So I've really become a day trader especially in the last couple of months, from someone who is willing to hold on to positions a little bit longer to wanting to be much more short-term focused.
Now, how did that transformation come about? Because I remember, we're talking like a decade ago, but like when I was with you and we were traveling, doing things, that's very different from what you used to do.
Yeah, I think, I really, in the last year or so, and I think all of us here, all 3 of us are more interested in making money than we are in holding to some kind of technique that, we want to stay irrationally dedicated to or whatever. And the last couple of months you've seen, and I don't trade penny stocks. I trade stocks that are, but generally trading under $15 a share. There has just been a gravitation ever since the GameStop stuff earlier in the year, where you get retail traders ganging up on a stock and it runs. And especially these stocks that have a low float and high volume, I'll just buy them in the morning and I'll ride them for about an hour or whatever. Yeah. And it just doesn't seem like there's a lot. It doesn't seem like that's stopping, that there's and so I just kind of turned off everything else I was doing. Just to
ride that until it's not until it stops working.
Yeah, just till it stops working. And then I just there's names like, if you look at Big 5 Sporting Goods or BTCM or ANY or VRXP. I forgot I took a VRXP trade like 3 weeks ago. And then my buddy's like, dude, do you still have your VRPX trade? And I was like, I don't really think I ever traded that. And then I remembered I have an account at Cobra Trading, and it was up like $35,000. I was like, these stocks are just getting, if you just look at some of these, they're just getting, or SPRT or BBIG, they're just getting squeezed. And it's, for as long as that keeps working, I'm just going to ride that for a little while and make myself some, 1971 Rolex Submariner money or whatever.
That's it. Some Porsche money, some Submariner money.
I have all the Porsches I'm going to buy, I think.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, you keep buying them for your coworkers. How's Kelly's Tesla doing?
Yeah, I bought Kelly a Tesla, and I bought Rob Braddock a 1966 Mustang.
Mustang, right? Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. So.
Well, Gents, according to the results of our trading battle, we have some results that are too close to call, actually. Jamie has edged a slight lead. Let me see. I've got the scoreboard up right here.
Probably not
Robbie,
anymore. I think that we just came back here at the end of the hour. I'm holding these over the weekend though, so I'm either getting stopped out or having a nice I don't know, and maybe not Tesla money, but maybe like moped money. I don't know.
Hey, I'm looking at mopeds right now. Actually, I just bought an electric skateboard that's pretty sweet. I'm thinking I'm going to upgrade to a moped.
Do you still have the motorcycle?
I don't. It just hit me. It hit me at the wrong time. It's like I had it, and it was like September when I got it. So I, rode it September, October. Winter comes, sit on it, charge it all winter. It's like I just want to get rid of it. It was just sitting in the garage. I couldn't do anything with it. So I think I'm actually going to go buy a car today.
Sweet! I love buying cars. I love buying.
So I've been watching one for the last couple of weeks and chatting back and forth, and I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. So I might go pick up the car today.
If you want to like,
I was gonna get a BMW 5 Series.
Oh, that's sweet.
Nothing. I mean,
can I take another Aussie yen position and try to just like?
You want to battle that Aussie yen? Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. I'll take one more. It's probably it's probably a mistake, but I can't leave this alone.
Yeah. So are you liking kind of the same? The chart alarms that I set, Rob, haven't been activated. So we essentially went up off the initial reaction, came all the way down, going back up. So if you're looking to short Aussie yen now, yes? Again?
Yeah, I'm just right on the verge here. Like,
okay,
I would like to. I mean, we've retraced this move almost entirely, right? So this is like a psycho. I mean, this is like buying the dip, right? That if the Nasdaq really does open lower and crash a bit or whatever, it's really just a buying opportunity right now still, because everybody's just psycho and there's so much money just floating around the world that it's hard to argue with that. But for the sake of like a short-term trade here, like right now, another position, yeah, sure, 81.95 or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll take one more. Maybe reduce the size of my loss if I can get a little bit of a move.
Okay. I'm going to set a chart alarm like halfway down to just see if that one's in profit. We'll see where that scoreboard lines up. So Rob's going to hang on to his Aussie yen. I think we're hanging on to your pound CAD as well, Rob. I'm not sure if we got you stopped out of that. Can we flash the scoreboard up one more time?
Oh yeah, did we get me out of that?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought it was a 1,000 pip stop though. Has that already been hit?
That was Aussie yen, yeah. All right, so we've got Jamie floating positive on Aussie dollar, just a couple pips down on New Zealand dollar. Rob's closed out for profit on the euro, slightly upside down on his Aussie yen, but just off a break even with standard lots there. Pound CAD is short and Aussie. Okay, so we got Aussie yen in for a couple of trades there. Oh, we got the one closed for they missed the break even there on that Aussie yen. All right, so that's what the scoreboard looks like. That's a pretty decent amount of trades there, guys. 7 trades for this morning's running. And Jamie, I'm impressed with just your forecasting of before we even started the live session. Here's how I'm going to fade the Aussie. This is what I'm expecting. Dollar's been beat up all week. Fantastic forecasting to just see what price does, and that played out beautifully. So
there is nobody better in the business at picking levels than Jamie. There is no. I mean, if you're watching this and you're like, oh man, I don't know where to get out of my trades, or I'm always getting in too early and whatever. I have never seen anybody in 13, 14 years that I've known Jamie. I've never seen anybody pick or choose or carefully place levels better than Jamie. Like just astoundingly accurate.
Yeah. Jamie, I would say
thanks.
I would love to set chart alarms like crazy.
As Marshawn Lynch would say, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I'm just trying to not get what is it? I'm just trying not to get fined or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Love that guy.
That's awesome. I think any parting words, any last words? What are your guys' thoughts on the trading battle? Any shout outs to traders out there? I know we've had a lot of people watching and chiming in. We have a question, Rob. What type of watch would you recommend for a novice trader?
What kind of watch?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't think that I don't think you should buy cheap watches. I think you should buy nice things. I think that's what you should do. I think if you want to buy a cheap watch, buy a Casio, because I think that's like the cheapest. Like that's a cool cheap watch. Don't get a G-Shock though, because your arm one arm will end up like much larger than the other. And I also just wanted to check that the three of us still have that pact that if one of us goes to jail, we bail each other out. Is that still on?
That is, I agree. That we pinky swore. I'm good on that.
Yeah, sure. I don't remember that conversation, but I'm down.
That's cool.
It
must have been in Vegas, I think, Jamie. You probably don't remember.
Jamie and I have had some fun in Vegas. I'll tell you that. That's a long time ago.
Rob, do you remember when we were walking out of I'm not sure what casino it was, but like I put like a $10 chip on green on the roulette wheel on like the 00.
Yeah.
Like just walking out because I just put it on there and then it hit. It was absurd.
Yeah. Now, did you just continue to walk out and just the whole place went crazy and you just walked out like that's how badass you are?
I mean, I'm sure I shrieked like a little girl or something. I don't know, but yeah.
00, man. Those are some terrible odds, but what a play.
Yeah, In-N-Out Burger was on me that night.
Yeah, one of the next 2 times that I get married, one of those times is going to be in Vegas for sure.
Like it, Rob. I'll witness that if you want.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Okay, guys, let's go and wrap it up there. Everybody, thanks for joining us today. Be sure to check out 8cap 250 cryptos. Rob, Night Trader, Crypto Night Trader. Jamie, check him out at, what is it? Is it SB? Is it just ScandinavianMarkets.com or SB Markets?
Yeah. SB Trade Desk and ScandinavianMarkets.com.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. Check them out. Great stuff. Great trading. We will officially pick a winner next week. We have trades holding over the weekend for the trading battle, and best luck on that. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, long weekend.
Thanks, Chris.
And we'll see you soon for the trading battle. Thanks, everybody.